For the next 7 days, we're camping out of a teepee, hunting Himalayan tahr and surviving some brutal weather.
We've got 6 blokes, a hell of a lot of gear, and we're flying into the west coast of New Zealand here. Let's get into it.
It's hotter than a blacktop in July, sweating like a sinner in a church, and I just wanna get out with my crew tonight. Shoot at the lights, saying, hey y'all, howdy, let's get rowdy tonight.
Alright, and we have just arrived at the heli base, and we're getting ready to fly in for 7 days, 6 blokes, and it's going to be absolutely incredible. We're just about to load all of the gear into 2 loads of helicopters, and then we will be in the mountains and into it. So we got an absolute monster of a gear pile here, and all the boys are just grabbing the bags, doing the quick ways. So our plan is to set up a wee bit of a base camp when we get in there. So we've got a lot of gear. We've got fly camping kit, which is leaving base camp in smaller tents and going camping out, and we've also got 8-person teepee with a fireplace. So we're going to be setting all of that up and having an incredible little situation there over the next 7 days.
Boys are just loading up the helicopter. We're about to get out of here.
And just like that, you can't get enough of this feeling. We are here. This is going to be base camp for the next 7 days, I believe.
Ooh.
7 days. That is absolutely out the gate. We're waiting for the other boys to come in. They won't be too far off. We're just going to do a bit of looking before we start packing up camp. Man, these 10 or 15 minutes after we get flown in, it's just some of the most exciting times ever. Can't wipe the grin off our faces. Literally just taking one quick moment to just appreciate how incredibly stunning New Zealand is as a country, and just nature in general. I mean, that is just absurd. All right, here come the other lads. They're just gonna land. We're gonna unload the rest of the gear, and then it's into the camp setup. Final bits of gear, then we're into it. All right, so obviously we've got myself and Raz here, but we also have quite the crew. We've got Bilbo, who you've seen many times before. Again. We've got Yitchell again. Hello. And Thomas Greenaway. Hello. And Albert over here. Absolutely fizzing. So obviously there are 6 of us. We've got a huge crew in here. The plan will be for our hunting to split up into groups of 3s, maybe groups of 2s. So we'll keep you in the loop with who's going where and who's doing what. But we've got a strike force, and we've got a fantastic crew to make the most of the next 7 days.
Yeah, look at it, fall over that.
Straight away we're getting the old spotting scope into play to check out what's over there. It's a long way away, and there's some good crystal clear images. You can see we are watching Tahr. That little thing on the skyline there is in fact
A young bull Tahr. That's pretty cool. So this right here is our 7 days of equipment, and the boys are just going to start transporting it down to camp, which is down in there. So this is our camping area here. There's a little bit of flat stuff, but there's also a little bit of angled stuff. So it's going to be a bit of a fight for who gets the quality sleeping areas. And we're going to set up an absolute monster teepee and 3 tents, I believe.
Now, we're going to use the teepee. You've seen this before on our raw trip. Let's get this big beast out.
With this teepee, first we peg out all the pegs, and then after that's done, we get the pole underneath, pop her up, and rip into it. All right, she's getting much closer to being fully up. Let's take our first look at inside, and then we've still got plenty more to do. How's it going in here, mate?
Hey, mate!
Woo.
It's going well in here. It's good.
It's good in here.
We're looking good.
Yeah.
So we've got a flat spread down here, I reckon. We can sleep. Little eating area over there.
And just like that, we have the first tarp down. We'll likely sleep 4 of us through there, and then do most of our chilling through this area here.
So we've got tarps down. This makes it way more comfy, obviously. We have sleeping down here on the flat, I believe. Up on the hill, we have our seating area, comfy area, and we're going to put a fireplace here. Now, obviously we can't put fire on plastic, so we have to make ourselves a base. And the chimney will go out here, and we'll be looking lovely and like home for the next 7 days.
Here are the boys just levelling out the fireplace, and then the chimney's just about to go in. All right, and just like that, everything is all set up. So I'll just walk you through it reasonably quickly here. Here it is. This is the castle, fireplace, sleeping areas, massive big teepee, bloody awesome.
Over here we've got one of our satellite tents, so that's purely storage, no one's sleeping in there. Got a little bit of equipment to sort out still. This is going to be Billy and Mitch's tent. They'll sleep in there. We've got our glassing rock over here, and then if we come right up here, this is the cherry on top. We have cooking, dining and socialising area with that view. What are you up to?
Just a little bit of glassing, mate. See if we can find some tar. I have got the Leica 8x32 binos here. These things are absolute weapons. Got the range finding feature, plenty of other stuff. It is absolutely awesome and super clear.
So I've just poked over from camp with Mitchie and Bill for a quick glass, and the boys have picked up a bull and it looks really nice as well. So absolutely stoked. We're just gonna watch him for a wee bit and then tee up our evening hunt. All the boys have just come down for a look, and now we're just going to shoot back to camp, pack up, and then I think me, Raz and Tomo are going to get out of here, go for a mish. We're leaving camp, we're getting into it. Let's go hunting. So you may be wondering what we're hunting or what we're even doing up here. I'll run you through it real quick. So essentially we're up here for the next 7 days targeting an animal called a Himalayan tahr. Now, goes with the name. They were introduced into New Zealand from the Himalayas and parts of Nepal. They were introduced in the early 1900s, and since their date of introduction they really spread and became very high in numbers, and they've done a lot of damage to New Zealand's native flora and fauna. So when we're out here hunting, whilst we're looking for meat and a trophy, we're also doing a little bit of conservation work and doing our best to keep the numbers at a healthy level.
Oh, we just reached our first glassing spot. Still very early, but it is winter, so the bulls might be moving. Absolutely beautiful country. Well, not long into our first glassing session here, we picked up a young bull, and then just about 30 seconds later, 3 chamois above him. Now that is absolutely unreal. It's only 250 yards away, so it's really cool, but young bull and 3 kids, which is cool. Now, our main target is Tahr, but if a big chamois buck presents itself, then we will be going for it. So it's pretty cool. We've got both species in here, but yeah, we're gonna be hitting the bulls hard, but who knows, maybe a big buck.
All right, we're all finished up at that glassing spot, packing up, and we'll head on to the next one. So using the spotting scope to assess the animals, that's how we can tell whether they're young, old, male, female, all of that stuff.
Alright, well we just picked up a couple shams below us, and as we were looking at those, we've just spotted a bull to our left. He's about 180 yards from us now, coming in right in, really close. Now Gabe's assessing him to see how old he is. Could be a cool one to have a go with the 303, but I've got to have a good look at him first.
Yep, I'm happy whenever you are. Yep. Yep. Run us through what's just happened, mate.
Well, what just happened, we've been glassing and a bull has wandered up over just to our left, and he's just wandered right into, what was it, 100 yards?
Yeah,
not even?
About 95, I think.
95. So the old 303, grabbed it and drilled him. That is absolutely epic. My one mission to come in here was to get a bull with my 303, and I've just done it.
That's
on the first evening.
First bull with the 303 as well, eh?
First bull with the 303. Second animal ever shot with this gun.
That's absolutely unreal.
Oh, stoked.
All right, so of course, once you shoot an animal, you've got to retrieve it. And that's what we're about to do now. So we're going to head down and we're going to find this animal and we're going to deal to it in, whatever way we see fit, whether that's taking the skin and all the meat and the head, or it's just taking all the meat and the head, we'll see. We'll see. Well done, mate. That's a big bodied animal, bro.
Oh, yes. There's a few rings down here. A few more.
Well done.
What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9. Yes, that's what we're after.
That is it.
That is what we're after.
We don't often get too sentimental and take ourselves too seriously in the hills, but with moments like this, you've got to. How you feeling, big fella?
Oh mate, I'm absolutely stoked, you know. Like Gabe said earlier, we're going for a mature bull. This bull is mature, and how good to do it with the 303. This rifle is almost 100 years old. It is absolutely epic, and this bull was amazing. I'm absolutely over the moon.
You got a bit of history with your granddad used to hunt with the 303 back in the day?
Yeah, granddad was a keen hunter back in the day, back in the early days, and he always hunted with the 303. So to really relive what he used to do and those moments that he would have had, so reliving that with our mates, how cool is that?
Pretty special. We highly encourage you guys watching this to get out into the outdoors and give it a go yourself. It doesn't have to be hunting, but yeah, it's pretty unreal out here. We're absolutely over the moon, mate.
Pretty damn epic.
Unreal. All right, so our plan now. Now, we've got the knives and we've got the ability to whack the skin off and the head and everything how we want. However, we've also got Billy, our mate, who's a taxidermist, and we want to do a really, really good job of this animal because it's quite special, and Billy might even be keen to use it for his own taxidermy purposes. As such, we're going to come back and grab it tomorrow, and we're going to come down here with Billy and just do a mean job of it. So yeah, it's going to be plenty cold enough for the animal overnight. The meat is really important to us, as well as the skin and the head. So we'll be back here tomorrow morning probably to grab him.
Absolutely.
Bloody good.
Just a reminder for everyone, after you've shot, triple million check your rifle is always safe. Always safe. Can never check enough times.
As we were climbing back up to our packs from the bull I just shot, we've just bumped into another couple of bulls. Right here. Another 150 yards below us. One of them has one of the best capes I've ever seen, but just because we've just got my bull, we're going to leave them. Maybe one of the other boys want to come over and have a crack at one of them, but that is epic to see those bulls right there. His mane is beautiful.
Now, when you least expect it, out of absolutely nowhere, Riley says the call, he's seen a stag. So we're now looking at a West Coast red stag, which is absolutely epic. It's a very young animal, so it's not something we're going to be targeting, but we're still just glassing around, picking up a few more animals. It's absolutely beautiful out here.
It's now time to head back to the tents and catch up the lads and see what they saw and what they got up to. We were on our way home and we got too tempted. We sat down back glassing again and we found a bull.
Another young one, but it's cool to see.
Real cool to see.
Hopefully we can find some old dogs throughout the rest of the strip.
Absolutely. He's just sleeping there. Well, here, world's only alpine parrot.
They're not.
They're not?
They're not. They are one of the world's only alpine parrots.
One of the world's only alpine parrots. Extremely beautiful looking, but very damn annoying. They screech and fly over you. They will mess up your campsite if you leave it untouched. They'll eat all your food, and they'll probably do it in a gang of their mates, and they'll send one in, and the other ones will just laugh while he's doing it. Alright, the time has come. We are officially heading home for the second time.
Yes, that's
Campers just down here, so. And like that, we've made it back to camp. It's still very early and our tent is completely frozen.
Yeah, be light.
To be light. Yes.
It is now time for the boys to put on our warm layers, get comfy.
Not often you get to bring a whole change of camp clothes with you on a hunt, so definitely making the most of that.
All right, that's us all done for the day. We're going to head off to bed now. We will see you in the morning. Welcome to morning one of this trip. The boys are all parked up in here, and we're getting ready to get into it. Here's the morning rundown. We experienced a little bit of snow last night, so you can see the old snow lines crept down the ridge a bit further. And we're pretty much into it, really. No time for breakfast. What's going to happen is me and Tomo are going to stay around camp with Mitchie and Albert, and we're going to try locate quite a large bull that they saw yesterday and see if the lads want to have a crack at it. If we can't locate it, then we're going to go for a bit of a hunt down below camp somewhere. Whilst we're doing that, Raz and Billy are going to go on a recovery mission for his bull and just check out that area again. So yeah, it's all going on today, this morning. Raz will take a GoPro with him. He'll bring you with him, and so will we.
Alright, it's time to head back to base camp real quick, catch up with the other boys, and then head off again. Located one all good looking bull this morning, but not the one that the boys saw last night. It's much bigger. So, by the way, just in case you're wondering, when we say bull, we're referring to a male bull Tahr. So, yeah. Stag is male red deer. Buck, male chamois. Alright, and all the lads are out of here. Lads are going that way. Raz and Bill are going behind me, and me and Tom are going over that way.
Time for me and Bill to cut a track. We're heading that way to cover my bull, go look for another bull for Billy, and then have a mean day. What do you reckon, mate? Mate, I'm fizzing. Let's rip into it. Let's rip into it. Well, me and Bill just got our first glassing spot. We're gonna hunt our way down to where my bull is, because the hunting is too good in here not to. So we've picked up a couple shams over the ridge, similar ones that we saw yesterday. We're still picking up a few animals, and I've just picked up a nice young stag. You know, he's actually quite high up, just straight across from me, so that's really, really cool. Good to see all three species this morning. It's pretty damn epic. Alright, that's our glassing session over for the morning. Quite successful. A few chamois, a few reds around, and a few bulls. So that's bloody epic. Now me and Bill are going to cruise on down to get my bull.
Alright, it's been a pretty slow morning. I've just picked up the first bull of this side of the ridge, so we're going to get the spotter on him, see what he looks like. Now, the feeding habits of Tahr is really crucial to being able to understand how to hunt them. Essentially, there's kind of the two types of Tahr. There's the Tahr that are way up on the tops, and then there's the Tahr that are down in the monkey scrub, which is the low-lying bush. Now, the Tahr and the monkey scrub are feeding up during the evenings. Throughout the night, they're staying, they're feeding up out of the bush, and then as morning comes around, they're high and they feed back towards the bush. Now, the Tahr up in the tops do the exact opposite. They're feeding off the tops as it comes to evening. They'll stay down low through the night and through the very early morning, and then they'll go back up. So we need to make sure we're clocking that when we're making plans and we're coming out here and looking for these animals. While we're on our way back to camp, let's check in and see how the other lads are going. Hopefully they've had a successful retrieval and they're not too far behind us.
All right, we've got up to my bull now, and we've noticed a few warts and whatnot on its face, so we've decided to not take the skin. Got the head of my pack when I start heading back up the hill. Save you guys all that grim stuff. Is pretty brutal. Some of you may not want to see a head coming off a Tahr, but yeah. So we've got the beat, we've got the head. We're going to head back up the hill to the boys and see how their morning hunt went. What do you reckon, mate?
Yeah, epic wee morning from us, and been sick.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just down there, and we've got to go all the way back up there. Well, after a decent wee slog, we've made it up to the ridge, which means pretty much a nice little dawdle back to camp, which is very nice. Got a sick little morning hunt. I'm super excited to see how the other boys went. That's the best part about splitting up into different groups. It's so exciting when you'll get back and you get to talk about who's seen what and who got what. So super excited.
Oh well, it's been a couple hours and the other lads are just about to return home. Let's see how they went. Oh well, the lads are back.
Hello.
How are you, lads?
Fantastic.
And see a bull Tahr on your back there, Riley.
There's a bull Tahr on my back here, Capo.
Nice one. How was the morning?
Fucking epic. Well, sorry for swearing, but epic.
Nice.
So sick. We saw some sick animals. We saw so many chamois, like over 20 shams.
No bucks?
A couple of young ones, but no megas. Yeah. Saw a mob with 3 stags.
Nice.
Really high.
Huh.
Like just off the slow line.
Huh.
Saw a few bulls. Didn't see the puff bull.
Nah, no good bulls?
Nah.
Oh well, the boys have just been chilling around camp and we've located another bull. It is a nice bull just down in here, so not far at all. And he's just chilling.
Alright, so after further assessing that stag and that bull, Gabe and Albert are going to do a send tonight to go for that bull. He's really nice, got a nice cape and some really nice horns, and he's mature, so that is pretty epic. What do you reckon, mate?
I'm fizzing. We're going to have a go. It's going to be a very challenging spot to get to, but may as well drop down and get ourselves in a position where it might be achievable tonight. So we'll go pack up now.
Alright, the plan's all set and the lads are going to get out of here. Mitchie, Raz and the rest of the boys are going to potentially guide us in on this animal or just have a bit of a glassing session themselves. We'll see you soon.
See you later, mate. Good luck.
The target animals are up in here, that nice bull and the stag. So Albert and I are going to head down this ridge here and just slowly make our way down and see if we have an approachable angle to get after them. Frothing?
Yes, fuck yeah. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Alright, we just sat down our first week glassing spot here, and it looks bloody fantastic.
He's up in there.
So just about straight away we've picked up one bull who doesn't look too bad, but he's still not quite at that caliber we're after. Picked up a few hinds, and then a spiker. So it's looking promising. We haven't been able to relocate these two animals that are quite of high interest to us, but we'll keep looking. Here's a little tip for you when you're out hunting. Obviously your binoculars, if you're holding them like this, aren't very stable, so either use a hat, pinch up on your hat like that, be much more stable, or even better, you can use a tripod or a spotting scope. Keep yourself really stable. Alright, so these animals have moved into a much more convenient position for us, so our plan is to walk down through here, try to see if we can get into a shooting position around here. Both the stag and the Tahr are moving right, which is great for us, so I'm going to head down. Now there are some deer in the way, so we need to be careful we don't spook them, or if we do, they spook off in the right direction. We're going to have a go at getting across this bushy ravine down here, but if it's too challenging, we're going to have to back out and hope that the animals slowly move towards us and within range.
Now, it does look pretty tricky to be able to get to a spot where we can get a shot away. So me and Tony are going to stay here on the radio and try and guide them in, because they may get to a point where they can't see the bulls, so we'll be able to give them directions, and hopefully they get to a point where they can pull it off tonight. If not, we'll reassess and we'll have another go tomorrow maybe, but good luck, lads.
We've found ourselves a bit of a shooting position. We can really clearly see where the animals last were, but we can't see them at the moment, so we're just going to take our time, wait it out until it gets bloody close to dark. Here's a wee bit of a look at what our average shooting setup looks like. So I've got my binos and scope cam ready to be put on the spotting scope. Got my rifle here, it's propped up on this big kind of bit of tussocky stuff, and we're ready to have a crack up in here if we need to. So yeah, we'll see. It's not looking too promising at the moment. Alright, we're going to start packing up. It's going to get too late, and it's just going to be too dodgy, so we're going to start making our way back to camp. Hopefully we can get over the gnarly stuff before it gets too dark.
After a very cold evening of glassing up here, picked up a few more bulls, but nothing crazy, but I've mainly just been trying to keep an eye on Gabe and Albert and the bull they were stalking, but unfortunately he went into a creek and he didn't come back out, so we'll have a go again tomorrow, or maybe another day if he comes back out again, but the boys are on their way back now, so I'm going to go back down to camp. We light the fire so it's nice and warm for the lads, and maybe get a bit of a brew on. Some coffees or something, it'd be quite nice.
We're down to the creek, now we just need to get up in there, and we're not doing too bad. Alright, so it's 5:30, it's just about dark now, and this is the main obstacle we wanted to tackle. I'm not sure if you can see it too good, but it's just thick bush for, I don't know, maybe 90 metres up to the ridge there, so we'll get past this, and then should be a long walk, but smooth sailing back to the ridge. Now, well, as you can see, the old headlights on, and we're beginning the big climb. So, yeah, should be back in half an hour or so. Won't be able to see that light there. It's one of the boys watching us come up. All right, and we are officially back at camp. Absolutely over the moon. The boys, I'm assuming, are all in the teepee. Hello. Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
How'd you go? Alright, all the boys are back. We've had a wee debrief, and now it's well, time to not kick the fire over. Now it's time to have dinner. So we have burgers tonight. What do you reckon about burgers?
Very excited.
I'm excited, I like. Alright, so we've got the burger patties, the venison patties on the cob grill here. Got some diced onions and some cheese here, some burger sauce over there, and there's actually a bag of coleslaw around somewhere. So yeah, bloody perfect. What a way to be tucking into a feed. Can't wait.
Let's tuck in.
Makes me jealous when I have mine yet.
Yeah. Alright, this is a quick taste tester of
looks mean.
Yep, absolutely fantastic. Okay. Thankfully.
So this is the setup.
Alright, the lads are, oh sorry about that.
Oh no, I'll turn mine off.
The lads are heading to bed.
Yep.
Tucking away. Me and Raz are down here, so we will see you tomorrow for plenty of action.
Good morning again, guys. It's morning 2. It's morning 2. Hello. And we're just going to poke over the mount here and have a little glass again. Not sure what the rest of the boys' plans are, but yeah. All right, just come down here for a little glass with Bill. Oh, not a bad setup here. Been parked up on a couple of seats, and I think we've already seen some deer down here. So yeah, now time to try and pick up some Tahr or shams. Oh wow, the glassing session continues this morning, and we've picked up a heap of new animals. 3 more stags, all quite small, apart from one that's kind of like around that middle-aged area, still not super pointy. A few Tahr, no new bulls, but you know, lots of nice middle-aged bulls as well. So it's been a great glassing session this morning, and we'll carry on for an hour or so.
Having good glass really helps you pick up more animals. Now we're running the Leica binos and the Leica spotter, and this stuff is absolutely elite. It's definitely helping us pick up a lot more animals. Also very far away as well, so what do you reckon, mate?
Yeah, mate, these are probably a couple of k's away, some of these animals I'm looking at, so it's bloody fantastic.
We've just spotted ourselves another bull, and he's looking a lot nicer. Where do you reckon we're going to go from?
Well, he's in a very, very challenging spot to get to at the moment, so we're just going to be patient and hope he comes a little further right, and then we might get up there and have a wee look-see.
Alright, so we've made a bit of a plan. Gabe and Tomo are going to go for that bull, and me and Mitch are going to stay behind on Overwatch and radio them and see how they go and try and guide them onto it.
Now, this bull we're chasing is behaving differently to the rest of the bulls we've been looking at most of the time. This is one of those tops high mountain bulls I was talking about. So as the morning turns to afternoon, he'll be climbing up. So we're going to try and intercept him before he gets too high, which is why I'm puffing. Okay, new update. The boys from camp have now spotted that large bull from yesterday, and since we're already over here, we're just going to head in a little bit closer and see if it's possible to see him from the top side rather than the bottom side last night. So just a bit of an investigation really. Maybe, just maybe, we'd pull the trigger. We're just starting to come into some slightly steeper stuff now. It's yeah, definitely stuff we want to take our time on, so we're closing the gap. But the great question is, given that we're on the same face as the bull, are we going to be able to see it with the angles and the ridges and the contouring of the land? Alright, so Tom and I have been sitting on this very large bluff system for about 40 minutes now, and we could very likely get in closer and get an angle on these animals. However, it's not certain. It's a little bit dodgy, and we also could risk spooking some animals down below us. As such, we've made the call that the stag and this bull have done the exact same thing for the last 2 mornings, so we're going to pull out of here now and go for an evening hunt somewhere else, and then tomorrow morning we're going to put ourselves right in position where we know they're going to come out, and hopefully have a crack at them tomorrow morning. So you have to stay tuned for that action. First we've got to get away and out of these bluffs though. Alright, we're doing it. We're pulling out. And down here, right the way up the ridge, back to camp. Oh, there's camp and the boys. Camp is just there. Oh wow, back at camp now. Time for a quick bit of lunch over at the glassing spot.
Tomo's off to have a coffee. Me and Gabe are off for a walk to top of this hill to get service so we can check our emails. We found our service on top of this giant bluff. I'm just currently checking my emails. Yeah.
Out comes the laptop. Time to do some emails.
Alright, well, we've finished our boring admin of emails and loading posts and stuff, and we'll head back to camp and get back to the real stuff. I think you should probably just flood off that bluff. Shouldn't have to look at it again.
No. This is our full-time jobs, by the way, so we highly appreciate all of your support. Every time you watch a video, interact, anything like that, means the world to us, and we are incredibly grateful that you guys are sat wherever you are, or standing, watching us right now. So thank you so much. Chinkwe.
Chinkwe. Well, it's always interesting when you get buzzed by a chopper, but
nothing you can do about that. Just gotta hope the hunting wasn't too stuffed up for this evening. Should be pretty sweet as, but yeah, still midday, so we've got a bit of time to chill out, film some reels.
All right, the boys are just cooking up a wee bit of soup. What's the go, Bilbo?
Yeah, we mushroom soup for lunch and tuna and crackers.
Nice.
All right, so all the boys are just coming back from a little bit of lunch and glassing and chilling out, and the time has come. So we're actually going to walk with quite a big crew of us. All 6 are going to head over into this other catchment, and then we'll likely split up later on in the evening. But yeah, we're going to pack up, we're going to get out of here, and then we're going to have a real good go at an epic evening hunt. All right, well, the boys are just about ready to get out of here.
We've just got to our first glassing spot of the evening. Right where I shot my bull on the first day. Now this is bloody epic. Absolutely love this catchment, it is stunning. Oh, we're starting to pick a few more animals up. A couple of nice bulls below us in the scrub. Nothing crazy yet, but still bloody good to see them moving.
If you've heard the term glassing being thrown around a little bit and you're unsure of what that is pretty much what we refer to as looking through our spotting scopes and binoculars and trying to spot animals.
The time has come. The lads are all splitting up. Now we've all got radios, so we know where we are safely at all times. We won't be putting each other in danger. So Albert and Mitch are going to go down this ridge below us here with the bow. See if they can't get a chamois or a tahr off the bow. It'd be pretty epic. Billy is going to go on this ridge to the right and look down, and so is Gabe. With me and Tomo are going to hang out here and keep looking from here. But we've just spotted a few chamois come over the ridge right down close below us, so it's ideal for Mitch and Albert. Mitch is going to have a crack with the bow, so up here again with the radios, and hopefully I can give him some directions and he can get a shot away. Well, a little update on those chamois Mitch was going for. They spooked, got his wind, so it's unfortunate, but we're going to go to our right and see if we can see some more bulls. Alright, there's a bit more glassing. We're going to go home a little bit earlier tonight, start the fire and have a bit of a feed, but we saw some cool animals. Mitch and Albert are still down there going hard, but myself, Gabe and Tom are going back to camp. And just like that, we're back at camp. How good. Just want to drop the packs and get the fire and the feed going. Bloody good, mate.
Amazing.
Oh yeah.
Great evening.
Great evening. Woohoo.
And we're back in the tent now. The lads are all just chilling out, and it's time to cook dinner. Tonight's menu is McMuffins, sausage McMuffins.
Sausage McMuffins.
Let's do this
with
thing.
eggs.
The boys have got the muffins toasting on the fire there. What are you doing, mister?
Mate, got the old patties and eggs going, and we'll be getting there. Here we go.
It looks bloody good to me.
Muffins in there, boys.
Here's the first taste tester of the hunting McMuffin. That is absolutely 10 out of 10. Probably my favourite meal so far.
Oh, after a good day and a good feed, the boys are all tired and keen to go back to bed for a snooze. So we will see you guys tomorrow.
Beautiful. See you in the morning, lads. I'm going to tuck up into here with some beautiful sleeping mats and a lovely sleeping area. Yeah.
Well, good morning. That was a very, very cold sleep here in the teepee. It's frozen inside, but let's get up and get into it. We're going to go glassing and see if we can find this bull and a stag. Wow. Every morning we're having to rebash some holes in this tarn because it freezes over so thick every night.
As we said, we've been watching this bull Tahr and this red stag down below us here, over in this catchment. And we've been watching them every morning do the exact same thing. Feed out onto the slip, feed down the slip, and then bed. And where they bed, which is resting for the day, is in a position where we could potentially get a shot away at them. So we're sitting up here, we're waiting to relocate these animals, and then we're going to put a massive old stalk in on them, and hopefully we can get after them. We've already seen the red stag, but we're waiting for the bull Tahr to pop out as well. All right, and I've just rushed back to camp. What do you know? The boys have picked up the bull, so I've seen the bull and the stag this morning. That is unbelievably exciting. We're going to start packing up and getting into it. So our plan is to head over there, head down, and then get up into here and have a crack. at that nice bull Tahr and maybe that stag. The bags are just about packed. Raz, you got everything you need, mate?
Got everything I need, mate.
All right, we're gonna go do it. However, you're gonna have to wait to the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. It's been an absolutely incredible 4 days, I think. We still have 4 days ahead. We have gnarly weather and potentially the best stalk and hunt of the entire trip. So we will catch you on the next one.
Thank you for watching Chin Kui.
Very damn annoying.
Yes, that's what we're after. That is what we're after. Fella.
Oh mate, I'm absolutely stoked, you know.
10 out of 10, probably my favourite meal so far.
Hey y'all, howdy, let's get rowdy tonight.